All right, friends. So you thought I forgot about you, but I didn't. It's just that all three people who had episodes this week canceled. Ludeman, right here, however, has rescheduled for today.
That's
So
right.
you get episode 105 of Solaris Nights, Hillbilly versus Celeste Reincolt,
Oh,
also previously known by her handle Knockout.
this could be terrifying.
Yeah, but last time you fought, you also one-shot her. That's the thing that gets me.
That's true. That's
I just want
true.
another one-round fight, huh? That's all I'm looking for, right? Real easy way to get us back in. So let me cover some major events, since it's been almost a month since the last time you've been hanging out. There was a wedding. Jiang Kunfei has married her paramour suitor knight, Mr. Cosmo. They have left. They have not returned yet, for the simple reason that 6 days ago, on February 28th, the Comstar news network and communications went down. It is partially up now, and Comstar is not revealing what has happened, but people are theorizing, since all of the data traffic normally flows through Terra, and that messages from one side of the universe are not getting to the other, they have to travel a circuitous route along the outside of the circle. They believe that the clans may have invaded the homeworld of humanity, is the big. But there's a lot of, other questionable, maybe it was a virus, maybe, all of the HPGs broke simultaneously, which seems nearly impossible. Maybe the planet exploded. Maybe there's some sort of hyperspace distortion. It's never been heard of before, but it's been theorized,
Okay.
Kearney and Fuchida wrote some really good books on it. Number 2. I would not say that this stable has a really big bro culture. You know what I mean? That has changed now, ever since the arrival of Whiskey and Pixie, the new Transgressor 13A pilots. So, for a holiday present from the patrons and the silent investors, you were rewarded with a Air Lance, which are 2 fighters who have entered into the heavy arena in Transgressor 13As. Whiskey and Pixie, it's basically Top Gun, essentially, but instead of fighting 2-person fighters, it's 2 people fighting 1-person fighters, but lots of like boo boo and like and chest bashes, it's a little bit more like Bash Bros from the first Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, okay.
All right. It's that with Top Gun, it's an infusion, like if you added mayonnaise with like garlic and sriracha and called it an aioli.
What's the sweaty team sport that we're all playing now?
Yeah. So the gym, the local gymnasium that has been provided, we get a lot of Lynn Hilder, and anywhere that there's a lot of Lynn Hilder, there's a little Percival, Seth, Carl Delviller.
Hillbilly's there for sure.
Hillbilly's there. Whiskey and Pixie, smell it up. I mean, we're talking 6 hours a day. And they're not doing like weights or anything. They're doing like flexibility training and like running on treadmills for hours on end. And while they're doing
working on that lung capacity.
Yes. But while they're doing that, they're also trying to solve mathematical or philosophical problems involving fighter attack vectors, how to get out of situations, that sort of thing. A lot of time in the pool as well. But they sweat like crazy. They stink. And the whole place now stinks as well. Number 3, Percival has more formally recognized his pursuit of Lynn Hilder. And it's like, it's a casual, we'll see if it works out kind of thing. It's like
He's
when
awoken
one
to his
side is
feelings.
way more eager than the other.
Mm,
Yeah.
that makes sense. How does Linhilder feel about this? Has he presented this to her?
No, he has. She's the let's do it casually and we'll see if I can tolerate you for an extended period of time kind of deal.
Perfect. That makes sense. Is that it? Are we caught up?
I mean, there are some other minor things, but they don't all relate to you. I guess the biggest one right now is that in the interim period, Clan Diamond Shark has started helping transit Jade Falcon merchants.
Mm.
So now there's lots and lots of Clan merchants coming through, and the Diamond Sharks are making tons of money in the process. Man. It's not really clear what they're spending that money on, but there is a enormous amount of tax money being generated from their small enclave.
So what you're saying is it's a bad time to be on their blacklist.
It is, but you personally are on there secretly not blacklisted. We'll trade with you behind the back mech parts, but nothing else.
Mm.
Publicly, though, yes.
Shell corporation to shell corporation.
It's true. It's not a great time to be on their blacklist. They're moving into a lot of markets. Of course, the Diamond Shark WhisperNet has been picked up by Comstar and is being passed across the inner sphere. There were a lot of people that said, wow, the reason that humans fight each other is because we don't understand each other. And if only we had some way to instantaneously communicate with all other cultures, we could understand each other. It turns out that that's not true. Humans are naturally going to fight each other. No one really understands why. Lots of theories, none of them are comprehensive. WhisperNet did not solve that problem.
It's almost like it increased polarization in some groups.
That's questionable. Listen, the internet's only been around for 6 years in the Battletech universe at this point.
They're still working through that. They're on bulletin boards.
Yeah, they're BBS for sure. What are they called? Usenet forums? People are.
There you go. They've got IRC. They got bulletin boards. Like that's where they're at.
IRC. IRC is still surprisingly popular.
Because it's fantastic. You can do so much cool stuff with it. It is. It's a sweet protocol.
I like Discord. It's been doing all right. And they've been cleaning up some of their nasty communities.
Yeah. No, it's good. I like Discord too. It's pretty solid.
All right. Okay. I think we're kind of caught up here with the love, life, and troubles of Apex Dragons, a stable of chaos.
Well, we are back in present day. You said what, late February, something like that, where we're at?
It is March 6th.
There we go. So yeah, like over the last few weeks, we get like, the Hillbilly's coming off of his win/loss to Schmau and what that did to him. So, we get like smash cuts of Hillbilly just at the gym with everybody, like hitting it hard, just trying to work out some of that frustration. Late night writing sessions. He's working on his Immortal Warrior script adaptation that he was given. He's doing like extreme sports, right? Like rock climbing. He gets like Whiskey and Pixie to maybe take him up and do skydiving, or they go through some stunt maneuvers and he's just trying to hold his lunch in.
Listen, you need to understand that they're pulling like 9 Gs, right?
Yeah.
They're an aerospace fighters, not like
Hillbilly's all about putting himself in situations where it's too much. It's over the top, right? Like he's hitting bouldering, rock climbing, getting into his hoverboard, trying to go onto dangerous areas. Like he's in a weird place, right? So he's stressed out, but he's acting out as a result, right?
You get a call to the mech bay.
All right. Well, he moseys his way over.
Jay has just finished playing a cover of Karina Ray Bailey's "Put Your Records On." Everybody stands up and claps, and then they form a circle by putting their arms on each other's shoulders. Then they break to get back to work. And Jay says, "Oh, hey. Welcome."
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Probably better than you.
It's been a time, you know. I'm not in my best headspace, but I'm trying to shake it off.
Jay gestures to Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
Looks exactly the same as the end of the last battle.
Oh, not
repaired.
Really? I thought we had the agreement that it was auto repaired.
Did you? Oh, wait. Who's the auto repairing person?
It was, I believe, James, right?
Grim Dark James? That might be right. That would explain why I don't. Okay, never mind. This didn't happen.
Oh, thank God.
But there should be a note. There are several unrepaired mechs on the field right now that have just been sitting. All right.
Terrifying.
It's totally repaired. Ignore me.
Okay.
One of those mechs is Gleemo's Highlander, so he's going to have a real tough time in the next battle if that's not repaired.
That's fair. We can turn that into, this was a last minute repair because we were all on vacation. We forgot about it.
So to share a quick story, Dunamis was like, so no one repaired my Euler. And I was like, that's bad. And he's like, I've got 4 other mechs. I'll be fine. And I was like, yeah, what must that be like? This dude is literally got got a harem of investors who love the light class so much, and it's so affordable to invest in.
It's really the collector's class, that's for sure.
Oh my God. What is he driving, a Jaguar now?
You know it.
Aston Martin.
I mean, he's got to be. He's married to Zhang Kufei now.
Zhang Kunfei would never be caught in a vehicle with wheels. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hovercraft or nothing.
The hover equivalent of a luxury vehicle, obviously, of course. And speaking of that, Hillbilly would obviously attend if he was invited. This event, and at the very least be presenting them both with some gifts as far as that goes. He probably would have used his publicist or somebody to figure out who's Zhang Kunfei's like fashion guru or whatever, and get some inspiration, send over maybe some sort of stylish garment in that realm.
Zhang Kunfei's fashion guru is a Han Dynasty era historian.
Nice.
Who's all about cracking down on non-traditional Capellan dress.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, who is this person? And this person is like a woman in her 60s wearing absolutely flawless makeup, and she looks like she walked off a movie set in any picture you've ever seen her in. And it is like the kind of person you would expect to be a teacher with a ruler who would hit you on your knuckles. Some Catholic school shit. Oh, what's that? You don't like Han Dynasty era clothing? Sloppy. Bad. No culture.
You get nothing.
Listen, this is just the plot line going on with the Capellans right now. They're like, it would be good if we were more Chinese.
They got to return to their cultural roots.
Yeah, return to monkey, as we all do.
Of course.
I don't understand this meme, but it is everywhere.
Yeah, I have seen it as well. Like, I get it in context, but I also don't get it, right? The same
I
with
don't get it. It's like when people say based, I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, sure, yeah. These things...
I don't know. I'm out of touch with the youth. And I'm not even talking about Gen Z. I'm talking about the younger millennials. I don't know what's up with kids that are 25 anymore. Can we even call them kids? I mean, when I was 25, I wouldn't want to be called a kid. But now that I look back, I'm like, man, these people are screwed.
Yeah, every year I'm like, I'm going to feel like an adult, right?
Oh, I don't just feel like an adult. I feel like an ancient wanderer now.
You are a lich.
I've seen, I wish I was a lich, man. How much easier would life be if you could just rip your own heart out and, hide it in a snowbank?
What is decrepitude? Perfection, apparently.
Yeah, it sounds like you have some problem with not only living forever but reforming your body after destruction. What's up with that?
Hey, no, I would love the chance to be immortal. Let's be clear. That sounds interesting, if nothing else.
Let me throw you this. I was playing this game called Chronicles of Elysium 5 as the Necromancer faction. I became a Lich. I was super powerful. And the first ritual I unlocked was Demi-Lich. Now, in Dungeons and Dragons, Demi-Liches are normally dragons, but they're just the skull of a Lich that can float around. And they are even more powerful now that they've gotten rid of the rest of their body. Well, guess what? In Chronicles of Elysium, a Demi-Lich is just a skull with none of the flying power. And it's too proud to allow someone to pick it up, so it remains in the position it's in for the rest of the game.
Oh.
With the exception of you can teleport to any battlefield where a killing has occurred. That's it. Your only way of getting anywhere is to go alone, teleporting there, and hope that there's not a bunch of people there.
That seems.
It was the worst decision
bad.
I ever made to turn my main guy into a demi-lich. Turn the rest of my guys into liches, and all of a sudden I went from stalemate to winning instantly. Like, they died in battle and just came back, and they were like, "Hey, what's up, dudes? We're back."
Yeah, no, Demi-Lich in that game sounds bad.
It's a mistake. It's a horrible
Don't do it.
mistake. Don't do it. All right, meanwhile, back to Solaris Nights, a game that we're actually playing.
Boom. Yes. I have hopefully selected a reasonable outfit with that their support.
For a post-wedding gift. I see. Yes.
And then
yes. I feel like you have the perspicacity to navigate this.
okay. Perfect. I will make a roll if you need me to. But
No. Listen, you've already established yourself as a media icon, movie star. Right. You're dating a fashion conscious. I mean, is it dating? I'm still not really sure, but you never really are with these kinds of things, right? You know.
Seabill knows more than I do. That's.
I mean, you could use suggestions from her, but you're no Slash either. Back in the day, in the 90s and early 2000s, they might have called you a metrosexual, which was what we called men who put deodorant on and dressed with a collar.
Regular haircuts and things.
Regular haircut, yeah. Made even the slightest effort. Minimum
yeah,
possible.
Exactly. 100% Hillbilly falls into that category at this point in his career, for sure. And okay, so that outfit secured for Jankud and Faye. Yeah. And for Cosmo, he would gift him a handheld personal flamethrower that spits green flame.
Really, with the flamethrowers again. Wow. We're bringing it back. It's a pre-episode discussion. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Inside joke now. All right. You know, the thing is that flamethrowers are a really big deal in Battletech, so securing this will probably not be that hard.
Okay, good.
Man personal flamethrowers are they're even like the clans still use them as an anti-infantry weapon on elementals.
This would be hopefully a more toned back version that he can use for like events and things. Like,
you know, flames not hot enough to rip a man's arm off to the bone.
Yeah, not like spitting basically.
Right. It's going to be high pressure to send it really far, but not high temperature. Cloud. Yeah. Listen, this is how explosions in movies work, right?
Yes.
A lot of
I went to my special effects
not
guy.
A lot of boom.
That's right. Exactly. All for show. Show. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, and mixed into, you know, the extreme sports and the workout and the work ethic and just sort of basically working himself to death to just kind of forget Schmau a little bit. He was training Percival this past couple weeks, and as part of that, getting Percival in the ring and boxing because he knows Percival's good at it, so he's ready for Percival to beat him up a little bit.
All right, I am going to do another aside to draw an illusion. Have you ever seen Battlestar Galactica's remake?
Yes.
There's a very famous episode where the entire cast is boxing in the lower decks of the Galactica. And it starts with, I think he's Admiral at the time, asking the deck chief to repair the planes, and he blows it off for the whole episode. And the final fight is the Admiral getting in the ring, just being like, Chief, I need those planes, and then beats the absolute shit out of him and picks him up off the ground and says, Chief, I need those planes.
That was a pretty good impression.
Thank you. Edward James Olmos has a very unique voice, so
he does, yeah. Which one of those am I,
that's
though?
what's happening here. He has. You're like, this was my idea to box, and he's been planning for weeks, like subtly dropping hints, arranging things in your schedule, making it so that wherever you work out in the gym, there's a boxing poster directly opposite to you, so you can't help but not
Incepting it
see
into
it.
my brain.
Exactly. And so when you get in the ring with him, he has no problem containing you, right? Like, you're never really a threat to him, even if you feel like you're having a good time. And he uses this time to sit down and talk to you.
Okay.
So, this whole scene, we'll just imagine that there's boxing going on and people getting punched in the mouth, but we're not actually going to do that because that's weird. Boss, I want to talk to you.
Fire away, Purse.
Yeah, he does. So it's a little 1-1-2, You're like, fire away, and he's like, yeah, okay, absolutely, already done it. You're pushing yourself too hard. What are you afraid of?
Ooh, whew. That's a good question. Fires back a couple, and I think we're all a little scared of our past sometimes, aren't we?
So he slips into the miner's brogue of his home planet. We are scared of our past, but you can overcome that. You're living in your own head, and it doesn't fit you well. But as he says that, it's like a huge jab undercut, but you like block it. But it's like both of your hands against his one, and he just feints with the other hand, and you break. You're like, oh,
okay. Dance back a little bit.
Then he switches back to his, fake New Avalon actor's accent. I'm telling you, you need to get yourself out of your head. Whatever this Lieutenant Colonel Schmau has done to you is obviously a psychological attack. And I know you have to be able to recognize it, but it's not enough to just recognize it. You need to get over it.
I'm trying to just tire myself out.
But you're tired of being tired out.
Yeah, that ain't wrong.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You actually think you can take me in the ring. That must show how lunatic your behavior is.
Get over here. He goes at him with like a few combos.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's very flailing. Experienced.
Yeah, utterly flailing.
He learned to box from a bunch of burly mining men and women in the back of bars, right? Like, this is what he's in
control this whole time. Yeah, absolutely.
I would even say that he boxes kind of dirty as well, Okay. They don't have rules where he comes from.
That's fair. Man, person, I just don't know. I just don't know what to do. I'm trying to shake it. I'm trying to work it out. I don't know where to go from here.
Take a break. Stop. Just stop. Take a break.
Stop. Spent my whole adult life working.
You can work. You can play. It's like that song, Barbie Girl by Aqua, right?
I know, you're going to have to explain that one to me.
No. You've never heard the song Barbie Girl by Aqua?
Yeah, I know it, but what's the illusion?
Oh, the illusion is just that you'll forever be a plastic doll being harassed by others if you don't stop. I'm really torturing the metaphor here and bringing myself down a level, but it doesn't matter because I need to get through to you. It's okay to just stop, William.
I feel like he pops me like in the nose at that one.
I like how I'm doing hand gestures, but he'd be wearing boxing gloves,
Right.
so his hand would be like this the whole time. Just my natural illusion to him as a theatrical showman.
That's fair. Yeah, he has stepped into that role very well. And yeah, Hillbilly takes that pop to the face and kind of stumbles back a little bit and just says, "Stop."
And I don't mean stop and get roaringly drunk or stop and do this or stop and do that. I actually mean just take a day or two off. Sort your head out. I don't know. Binge Whispernet. I hear there's this new company, Netflix. They're gathering up every show that's ever been made.
Yeah, they reached out about a couple of our things in our backlog. Yeah. Huh. That ain't a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe I can get off Solaris for a little while.
I love the idea that there's a Netflix poster. It's just like a gnat landing on an internet cable.
I like it. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Man, I'll get there. I got to get through this week. I got to get through this next match. I'll step back. I'll go take a week. I'll let you what do you think, Perth? You think you're ready to get in the actual arena?
Do you think I'm ready?
Do I think he's ready? Has he gone up as a result of this last training session? Has anything changed?
Which are we talking this training session right now?
Or
you mean the last
week
one?
when I did his,
Right.
his
I'm sending
training.
you his new stats.
Okay. I think you're ready, Percy. I think you got this. You know what? That's what we'll do. I'm going to take a week off after this next match, and we're going to get you scheduled. We're going to get you in the arena. I think you got this. What did I assign to him? I think I had assigned to him one of the mechs that we had in our list last time.
Night Star.
That's right.
Okay, so a giant, big-ass mech.
Uh-huh.
So are you expecting him to become a unlimited class gladiator or assault class?
That's up to him.
All right,
Does he have a preference?
He's playing it safe and going assault class.
That makes sense.
I mean, it would be devastating for him to lose to like Cosmo or something. You know what I mean? Like if a light mech takes him out first match and just dumps him out of the arena.
Yeah. He doesn't want any, meme builds to come in.
I mean, it's not even meme builds, right? Okay, we're going to divert course again. Back in the day, all the blacksmiths would have all of their shops in the same area. And you'd be like, why would they do that? It's because then the only difference between them isn't location. It's the quality of the goods. Or, like customer satisfaction. You keep coming back to the same person, right?
That makes sense.
Because if you got one shop on the north side and one shop on the south side, the people on the north are going to the north side, people on the south are going to the south side, and then someone sits up in the middle. Now it's just chaos. Now you don't know who's going anywhere. You put them all in one place, and you let your goods do the talking.
You know what? That's fair.
It's counterintuitive, but it gets there.
Yeah. Let the goods speak for themselves. It makes sense. We don't get that in today's world.
That's why we're putting all the assault mechs in one place, because we're going to let his skills speak for themselves.
Perfect. I think you got this, Percy. I think you got this. You've come a long way. Seem like you got your feet under you a little bit now. You got a name picked out? What are you going to go into the arena as?
Percival.
It's a good one. It's strong.
So his, based on his name and the fact that he comes from the Federated Sons, which has always had a very British Franco-Arthurian legend about them.
Yeah.
He's going to go as Grail Knight Percival, right?
See?
The pure one. The undefeatable but pure. One of the most holy knights. I believe Percival was one of the three knights who went and was actually able to attain the Grail, unlike all the others who were unworthy.
That's exactly where I was thinking he had to go. You got to play up the night shtick.
So he's going to be going into matches in like chainmail with tabards and shit like that, you know?
Hell yeah.
Now, look, a lot of what you know about Percival is an act that he's putting on towards everybody, including you, because he's actually the son of a poor miner on a backwater world, right?
Right.
It would be out of character for Percival right now to feel pride in what you have just said, saying that he's ready, saying that you're looking forward to his matches. But the person, not the act, is proud. So there's a bit of this moment where he's trying not to show that he's like, oh man, that was so cool. I can't believe my mentor just said that to me. I never thought I'd be ready. That sort of thing. But he's a good actor, so he tries not to show it.
Just a flicker in the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I strip the, take a step back, wipe the face, strip the gloves off, hold the hand out, go for the forearm shake, with him.
Elbow bump.
Yeah, exactly. Can't wait. Ah, man. Gave me a good workout this time. I needed that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I'm glad you're sticking around, Percy.
Yeah? Where's your head at? Where
is my mind? It's somewhere. We'll get it back in its normal place soon. Don't you worry.
I am worried.
All right.
Only very slightly, though.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It honestly, it means a lot to me that you bothered to even speak up. There's a lot of people in this world that I consider at least, an acquaintance, if not a friend, but tell you, pretty much nobody has talked to me about it. So,
well,
it makes all the world.
It's just been your first
world.
episode since then, and we couldn't get everybody to show up to guest star today. I was first just because I was here. We've all been thinking it.
Well,
we're all worried about you. I'm just slightly in my case.
Well, yeah, you're too cool for anything else, right?
No, I just assumed you could handle it.
Thanks, man. Right back at you. Confidence.
Look, life is tough sometimes. You'll get over it. Did you ever finish that book report, though?
Oh, God.
I've heard you muttering about it.
Oh, yeah. He did work on it. Like, I don't know if he submitted it. But he worked on it because he couldn't help himself. Like, not muscle memory, but, habit for sure.
Good morals, of course. Good morals.
Yeah, of course.
Only those with strong ethics can truly serve the Merrick cause.
Oh, jeez.
Some people said that was actually the best villain I've ever had. Like, they absolutely fucking hate Schmau so much. Just
I liked it,
not even for like when you were a kid. Just that episode, they hate it.
Just the proper ethical place.
He's just an asshole.
Right. Yeah. He's like the definition of lawful evil, right? Like, just like
yeah, he definitely is the Tarquin. Yeah.
It was good. I definitely appreciate it.
All right. Perfect.
And is there anything else I wanted to do? I mean, yeah, Hillbilly's going to be, in the back around, like, kind of spreading the word that he's putting the casting call out to try and get, an actress that can pull off being basically a young child who can one-on-one a mech outside of a mech.
Perfect.
For the immortal warrior at the Battle of Vorhaven.
Let's make that roll.
All right. What's this going to be?
I'd say corporate, because you're
corporate.
Yeah, you're just
all right. So that's an 8.
All right. So it's not like you get Stranger Things level of kid casting. but you're also not 90s TV shows where I honestly don't know if they still do this, but where the teenagers are played by men and women in their 20s and 30s. You know what I mean? Like they have to shave to stay on the cast sort of deal. Hello, fellow kids moment. I mean, you get a child actress. She's not the greatest. And it's not that she's bad. It's just that she needs some polishing because she's a child.
Right. Like she's maybe really good with the physical stuff, but like just the lines are a little unconvincing.
Yeah. It's going to take some work to get her ready. But
that's fair.
Diamond in the rough is what you got. Very rough.
All right. Fantastic. It's a start. You don't want to fumble the Immortal Warrior franchise.
Yeah. Your entire career.
It hinges on it.
You don't want to disappoint the original director.
Yeah. And leading up to the match with Celeste, he would reach out and see if she wanted to do any sort of like joint press things, because we fought a few times. We've had some pretty bombastic stuff, you know, play up the media side of it.
She will. Her. She is doing a signing later that day.
Okay.
She is cosplaying as the character she voices in Super Star League Smash 2.
Okay.
As you may know, she is a resident of the planet Whittington in the Federated Suns on the Draconis Combine border. So her Japanese is surprisingly good. So she, despite the fact she is not a Draconis citizen, voices the Draconis Combine character.
Nice.
And so, you know, she's going to do a cosplay event. Well, she'll also discuss her thoughts about her upcoming match with you. She's invited you to join her on the stage during the Q&A part.
Okay. Does she have a particular costume she needs me to wear?
Listen, if you wanted to show up as the Merrick guy,
I will do it. Yeah.
So, you know, I got to tell you, it's basically Captain Falcon wearing purple with not. And when I say Captain Falcon, I don't mean Marvel. I'm talking F-Zero.
Right. Yeah. No, I've got you.
With a shield.
Okay. Big old eagle on it.
Yeah. I guess his name is Mr. Merrick.
Mr. Merrick. Oh gosh. He'll do it.
He's basically the Waluigi character. You know, he's slightly taller than everybody else and also thinner.
Oh man.
That's okay. Funny. You get a little bad press initially because the actual voice actor for that character and his motion capture compatriot are a little upset that you're kind of stealing their thunder. They don't want you to be associated with the character essentially, but other than your press people suppress that as best they can. Get it off the WhisperNet. Keep it out of the newspapers. Yeah. So formerly Knockout, she still goes by that name, you know, that's her call sign, but it's not her Solaris Gladiator name anymore. Now Celeste Reincolt, Knight of Whittington. After she finishes the cosplay section, she quickly changes into her new Solaris outfit, which is like it'd basically be like for us, what's it called? Desert something? What was the original war in Iraq called? Desert Storm? Yeah. So she's basically wearing a Desert Storm era military uniform of a mech warrior.
Okay.
Right? She's doing a throwback to the Forced Secession War, like 20 years ago, the war her parents fought in.
It's a little intimidating.
It's kind of like intimidating. It's not like she has a gun or anything, right?
Sure.
It's like a classic callback, you know? Uniforms never really go out of style. And this is really a callback, you know. If you're intimidated by her, though, she'll definitely pick that up. If she sits down next to you, like you sit side by side at a table so the audience can ask questions of you. But you can also ask questions of each other. She lets you go first. You can either take one from the crowd or ask her something.
Yeah, he'll take one from the crowd.
Mr. Hillbilly, what's your relationship with C-Bill?
You might call us an item.
I have a follow-up question. How much would that item be worth if I pulled it off the rack?
More than you can afford. Next question.
The audience laughs along like, ha, 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 ha. Very funny, very funny. You're taking another question from the crowd. All right, so someone's just like, Mr. Schmidt, what's your strategy going into the upcoming battle?
He'll sort of elbow at Celeste and be like, we keep getting up close and personal. I might try to stay a little farther away this time.
She, the crowd laughs and she said, I'd prefer you didn't. And everybody laughs again.
What about you, Celeste? What you gonna do?
Win. She gives, the wide casual and everyone's like, woo! Woo!
Cool as a cucumber.
Yes, I intend to seek victory in this match as I have in every one before. I've engaged the Hillbilly several times in the past. By no means do I believe that I will automatically win. He is a worthy opponent, but I will stop at nothing to achieve my victory within the bounds of the code of conduct.
Right back at you. And, just in case things don't go your way, and he'll pull out like a scrap piece of armor from Buttercup that he's just sort of signed and commemorated that had made it through the two encounters that we had previously had. And it's like, I don't want you to go home empty-handed tomorrow. So a little something to remember it.
Don't worry. When I send you back home tomorrow, there will be plenty of these pieces for you to commemorate. The crowd is like, ooh.
Cannot wait.
Like they did the ooh when you did it, but then they did it louder when she did it. Not because it was a better joke, but because, the continuation volume has to keep going up.
Of course. You got to escalate. That's important. Yep. And then, from there, probably a few more questions. And
somebody says, Mr. William Schmidt. Yes. Hello. Are you taking this interview so that you can avoid interviewing with Archdieter Müller?
Am I doing that? Am I trying to
follow-up question? There are some rumors that members of your stable do not want to interview with the members of the show Solaris Nights.
Hey, you've heard more than I've heard on that topic then, because nobody's mentioned that to me. It's not an official word coming down from the stable leadership or nothing. I'm not scared to do just about any interview. Look at the last time I did that. I got confrontations from my past and everything else. I'll try anything.
There's a young man in the crowd. He looks like he's about 16. He stands up, takes his cap off to speak to you. Mr. Hillbilly, I wanted to ask, has your heart been changed in regards to the way that the Mark way of life is? Sir, you have dressed up to amplify the way that we live our lives. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood what that was, because I'm not always clear. You keep talking about freedom, but freedom is a chain. And when some of the things he's saying are like direct quotes from Schmau.
Yeah.
And the reporters here are like, who is this kid? How did he get here? This is really uncomfortable. Like, this is totally inappropriate.
And Hillbilly is kind of looking around like, is he in the crowd here somewhere? This is definitely a plant.
Schmau just pops up out of nowhere. No.
And
I feel like you're secure. I think Bobby and Robbie probably check the guest list everywhere you go now. Make sure he's not there.
Son, freedom is a chain? Is that what you said? Freedom is a chain?
Yes. Yes, sir. Freedom is a chain. He says, still holding his hat over his heart. Freedom binds us to the idea that we can truly be free. We are not free people. We are connected to all of the other citizens who share our ideas, who are our neighbors in our community, we do not have the freedom to do whatever we want. That would be total anarchy. Freedom is a chain by which you can be choked. Unity is the real freedom.
Freedom is a choice, not a chain. And the bonds of friendship and family and even nation, those are choices. Everybody collectively chooses together to move into the bright future that we hope to have.
Excellent. Make a controversial political statement using entertainment.
All right.
Oh, I thought I could get you with this one.
Yep. So that's just a flat, no bonus.
All right. You can reduce stress by 1 or gain 1 point of glory.
Well, I got enough glory and I'm kind of piled up on stress. So we'll say that felt good. Like I got to answer some of Schmau's nonsense from the last time.
Yeah.
So we'll take the stress.
You had to beat up on a 16-year-old in public.
Yeah, of course. Oh, totally.
Whatever it takes to de-stress, man.
That's right.
It's like when you start playing Fortnite. Oh, no. It's like when you start playing Pokemon and you're on a cruise and some kid challenges you out of nowhere and he's like, I'm the best trainer ever. And I was like, you weren't even born when I was playing Pokemon, kid. I'm about to bury you.
Hold on to your Pikachu.
You've been watching too many cartoons, okay?
That's right. You ain't the main character.
Yeah. All right. You can tell that this young man has heard your words, and it's going to haunt him at night for years while he starts to rethink his philosophy. You know, it's not going to happen instantly, but he will be filled with confusion.
It will erode away.
Yeah, erode away at his rock solid current beliefs in the way that the Marek homeland is going.
Perfect. My insidious plan is in motion.
Yeah, your plan to talk about freedom. Your plan to change nothing about yourself and to continue doing the same thing you've always done. Wow, what a plan.
Glorious.
Okay, you can just skip your interview with Ernst. I feel like we've covered most of the pre-interview questions.
I'm cool with that. Let's just roll straight in.
Did you want to try to guarantee victory like your girl?
Oh yeah, I will guarantee victory, and we'll do so for the Solaris Centurions.
The Solaris Centurions.
Yeah. Which I had broken the streak of those who.
And it's done now. Like now that it's been broken, it will be shattered forever.
That's right.
All right. Let me get you moved over here. We're looking at a fully repaired Buttercup. Nothing wrong has ever happened to it.
Whatsoever.
And the very familiar Hunchback 2 Clan edition of 2 Ultra AC-20s and 2 ER medium lasers.
He's scary.
Celeste's entrance is... have you seen the WWE guy from about 4 years ago who entered onto the stage riding a tank?
No.
Have you seen this? I think he was like the Russian champion or something like that. This is like that. She shows up with a convoy of classic Federated Sons military vehicles. Scorpions, some J. Edgars, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's riding in the center of the fleet, you know, looking very much like a sort of North African desert war commander.
Okay.
She gets out and like a Leopard dropship zooms down in front of her and drops her mech out. She starts climbing up into it. What about you? How's your entrance? Maybe you want to skydive in, or
Hillbilly will be on his hoverboard and strumming away on a banjo, just a kind of jaunty little tune.
And
sure. And Buttercup will be parked out there, and he'll hoverboard his way over while plucking, just a little leisurely, no rush. And once he gets up to the cockpit and steps off the board, and he kind of strikes a little pose, strikes a particular chord, and then points up, and streaking overhead will be Whiskey and Pixie, and we get a nice sonic boom as they, just buzz the tower a little bit.
What's the tower in this case? You're on an open
Buttercup,
Alpine
really, is the tower.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I feel like you've got this new paint job on your mech, and they just like shake it loose. Just go back to gunmetal gray.
Meant to do that. Totally meant to do that.
Those fighters can pull at least Mach 14, by the way.
Sweet.
So
it should be impressive.
Hitting Mach 1
people
is no
shouldn't
problem
see it
for
coming.
them. It's
What's
actually
that?
it's tough for them to fly that slow, actually.
Okay. That's funny.
All right, let's roll.
Let's do it.
While we're doing that, I'll display the breaking news. I'm going to use Federated Commonwealth dice for Federated Sun. I couldn't get Dunamis to make me Federated Commonwealth dice yet. Oh, 5.
I also have 5.
Oh, great. 8.
10.
Okay, pick your side, sir.
Pick my side. I shall choose this side.
I'm ready.
You are ready. All right. Make sure I'm pointed in. I am not pointed in the right direction.
3.
3. Okay. Well, that's 7. So after you, sir.
The two of you spend the whole round maneuvering, probably. And like the announcer's like, today's match is brought to you by Super Star League Smash 2. Available now. 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty sure I'm a 5'8". I am a 4'6'4". I shall take a step back, regretting my low speed.
Okay. Well, do I need the supercharger this turn? I don't think so. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll go here for 9.
Imagine not having played Battletech for 3 weeks. Oh, I got so many trees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's like
visibility. We can't see each other
between us.
Yep.
7.
All right. 7. Let's see. Ooh, you win this one. Where am I?
Probably not going to engage this round either. Just going to make that assumption. What are you going to do?
It's a good question. Let's see. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That thing I didn't want you to do.
7, 8.
Get elevation to negate cover.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh.
13 hexes.
13? That sounds about right. So I am in range.
Go ahead.
And we will fire the Ultra AC 10 in Ultra mode. Start at 1, add 2 for the run, add 2 for your run. So
You got the woods as well?
does the heavy woods come into play?
Yes, because it's directly adjacent to me.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me remath that. So start at 1, add 2 for my run, and 2 for your run, and 2 for the heavy wood. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and then 2 for the range. Yep, for long. So that's hitting on 9.
You have sniper?
I do.
This guy.
Nope, no dice. Do I luck it?
How much luck do you have?
4 points.
Yeah, that. What else are you gonna use it on?
Exactly. This is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
just
So,
re-roll
yep,
the red dice.
That's
yeah.
right. Ugh, nope.
So look, it's not like they're bad shots, right? It's just you're both moving and there's a ton of trees in the way. The trees absorb both of the giant projectiles that are fired that way. Each one that explodes does that Battle of the Bulge fighting in the woods. Band of brothers.
Yeah.
Explosion.
Massive shrapnel.
I am not doing anything, so let's roll. I don't need to make risky long-range shots like you. Mostly because I can't make them. 7.
Oh, that's fair. 8. Okay. Well, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I don't fire anything.
Okay. Well, AC10 Ultra mode. What is your move?
2.
Die? 2? Okay. So, yeah, doing the 1 plus 2 for my run, plus 2 for your walk. So that's hitting on 5 this time. Wait, no, it's the hex. Sorry. So that looks like, oh gosh, what is my medium range on this? Just out of medium range, so that's still long. So hitting on 7.
Just average, totally average.
Yeah. Oh, come on. All right, we're lucking that. There it is.
All right, both shots hit.
And ooh, nice. Both shots hit. Yeah. So first 10. Yep. And
leg.
Right leg for 10.
All right. Do I stay standing? Yes. All right. We go back to an old man in a gladiatorial bar. He's been seen at many of these matches. It's been a while since we've had him. This match so far has not been spicy. People have been waiting for the action. Hasn't really happened. This guy leans forward and taps some salt into his beer. And somebody's like, oh, yawn fest. And the old man like grabs his arm uncannily strong and says, no, boy, it's about to begin. And then you like double shot. And everybody in the bar's like, yeah! Woo! Get that clan shit!
That's fair. This is Inner Sphere versus Clan right now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's roll these.
The classic.
Let's rattle these bones. 10.
Oh, 9. Let's
Good.
see. Where am I
partially
going?
good for me. Stand perfectly still and unmoving.
I think what I'm going to do is probably activate the supercharger at this point. We're good there. And let's see if I remember correctly. That puts me up to, yeah.
You think a supercharger is a piece of equipment you could just activate?
Totally. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Rotate. Stupid mouse wheel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Wait. Oh my God. I'm too far zoomed in. Hold on. There we go. Sight lines. That's what I wanted to double check. That's right. That's right. I meant to go. Sorry. Let me redo that real quick.
Okay. I don't have anything better to do right now. It's not like I'm going to get up in the middle of a broadcast.
4,
the audience
5,
might
6, 7, 8.
We're about 1 hour
9,
in. It's a great
10.
time to pause the video, do a hydration check, go to the bathroom.
Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Oh, we hide.
I could say the same thing about you. You're just hiding.
Did you go through the depth ones on those?
She jumped.
Oh, that's right. That little thing's got to jump.
5.
7.
Look, you can keep going back and forth across the river, right? But I'm like a pawn in chess. I'm creeping across that board.
Oh, of course, of course. At least I've gotten a couple rounds of fire.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, will I still have a leg when I get there? I don't know, but I'm trying to get promoted.
That's the important
she's
part
a
for
queen.
me.
Am I a queen? I don't know. We'll see if I can make it to the far side.
Yeah, slightly delay the chance that you can deliver. What is it? 80 damage in a single turn.
Slightly. You managed to avoid it for like 4 turns now, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Slightly.
excited about it.
I'm not. It's frustrating. Frustrating being against a mech that is faster and longer ranged.
It is, that's for sure.
And that's why in the future, all light mechs will just be pack hunters. Like 7-11s with jump jets and an ERPPC, 35 tons.
That's fair.
Just the ERPPC on wings.
Okay. All right. So here's what we'll do. Gonna activate supercharger twice in a row. Good to go.
See if I can make you activate it next turn too.
Oh, I hope not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. don't think we have sight lines on each other.
I don't think so either. A lot of trees and buildings.
Cool.
4.
5.
Only the middle had better cover.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, that's another one because it's heavy woods.
Oh, 7, 8, 9. There you go. Perfect. And then that was.
All right. I mean, my new understanding of how partial cover works is that if it's between the two of us, we both get it.
Okay.
Which means that we have got a lot of penalties between the two of us. So I don't think we can see each other.
No?
Well, you might be able to see me because your penalty
I
is
think I've
only
just
going
got
to be
one light
1,
woods
2,
and your extra light woods.
but
So.
and the partial cover. So it'll be a +3, but you can see my woods. So
Okay. So +3, +2 for your walk, and +1 for your woods. Right? Or was the +3 with
+3 is including my own woods.
Yes, I got you. So +5 total for that, +2 for my runs. That's a 7 plus. What's our distance now? 1, 2.
I don't know. You keep moving. You could come closer.
Ooh, you're just at medium range. So that would hit on a 9, which is not terrible. And how many shots have I taken so far? 2, 6. Yeah.
You're firing at an ultra. You've taken 2 actual shots, so 4 ammo.
So I got plenty. All right, we'll take this one on the 9 with the Ultra AC-10 in Ultra mode.
You should have known. Never shrimp for 9s. Boom. Destroyed. Wow. Those who pursue 9s cannot win. It's impossible.
Luck. We're going to go with luck one more time.
A 9 has never been rolled on 2 d6 dice. Impossible.
That's fair. It did not happen this time either. So, all right.
All right. 7.
Ooh, you win this one.
All right. Have I finally cornered you?
Might have. I will.
You're gonna. So I've been playing a lot of Total War Warhammer with James.
Okay.
My top Total War strategy is to just hide in the woods so that the AI can't find you until they're basically right on top of you, and then just decimate them with arrows. And for some reason, I'm really worried that's about to happen right now. Like,
I mean,
you're right in the middle of a huge pack of woods. I'm worried that Cosmo's just gonna log onto the Zoom call and pop out of the woods and.
Oh boy, I think I might just stand still.
Oh, that's excellent move. You'll definitely win if you stand still.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm lying. I want you to stand still so that you're easy to hit.
I know. But I don't know if I want to move super far anyway, and I've get the +2 from the woods. But
everyone knows +2 is more than good enough.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. Yeah, there's not a lot more I can do to get. Oh, but I can walk backwards, maybe. That doesn't really change much for me. All right, yeah, I'm gonna stick still. This may haunt me, as most of my decisions do.
No.
Sweet.
Nine hexes, huh?
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right.
Shot.
All right. Well, we're going to open up with all 5 medium lasers and the AC-10 in ultra mode. The AC-10 is at medium range, and the mediums are at long. So I'm looking at 1 plus 1, so 2. And yeah, those medium lasers are going to hit on... Oh gosh, that's just a what? Yeah, sorry, brain is broken. Plus 2 for the long, so 5 for the medium lasers and 4 for the AC-10. All right, AC-10 first. That'll do it. That is enough on the cluster for both shots. Center torso with a 12 on the crit. For the first.
Okay, that's 3 internal critical center torso.
Let's do it.
Let's not though. I need you to hit both medium lasers to prevent me from taking horrific damage.
2-5.
That's a gyro.
And a 2-4.
All right. Second, that might be another gyro, in which case...
Yep, that's another gyro.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about pilot checks. She's going to automatically fall down.
Sweet.
She can hold herself up to fire her torso weapons, which are her DC-20s, so that's good enough.
Okay. And then a 4-4 for the last one.
4-4 is a fusion.
Is a fusion, yeah.
Great. Awesome.
It's a good start. And that's the first round that hits. The second...
Also center torso. No.
Is location 9. So that's left leg.
Okay.
And now first medium laser. That hits. That is left arm for 5.
Okay.
Second medium. Also hits. That is left leg for 5.
Internal.
What is the first crit? Is it 7 or 8?
8.
Okay, so that no crit. And third medium laser. That'll also hit. That is left arm for 5. Fourth medium laser. Also hits. Right arm for 5.
Okay.
And the final also hits. That is left leg for 5 with a 10 on the crit.
All right. Give me them crits. 2 1d6s.
2 1d6s. You got it. Well, I'll just roll both these 2. And that is a 5 and a 6.
It's both jump jets. All right. I think my only real choice here is to alpha strike in ultra mode. Really.
And yeah, at this point, Hillbilly's in the cockpit. His butthole is puckering at this point. He's waiting. This is it, Celeste. This is the moment.
Yeah. His odds are not good. 3, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9. I will edge that. $20 damage right arm.
Okay.
How you doing? How you doing?
Well, that does go internal.
All right, we got a critical there. Grab these Fed Sun dice.
You can just roll 1d6 for that.
Oh, 1d6. Fine. 1 shoulder. Perfect.
One.
If only
There's the
there was
shoulder.
anything in there or it was used at all.
Nope.
Left arm for 20.
Okay. We like that. That will also go internal.
No critical. No follow-up. Looking for 9s. Nope. Also no. Please excuse me for a moment. I need to figure out how much my suffering is right now.
Oh.
So I build 38 plus 1 for walking plus 5 for engine damage is going to end up being 43, 44. I dissipate 24, which means I'm left at a plus 20 while carrying ammunition. So I need to roll for shutdown twice and then ammo explosion once.
Wow. Oh, no.
Shutdown 1 avoided. Shutdown 2 avoided. Ammo explosion avoided.
Sweet. For her.
Okay. Then she falls. Turning 1 right. And taking 5 points of damage right side. Her left torso. And she checks to see if she takes any pilot damage, which she does not. Wow, this roll right here is what I needed for the Ultra 20. A center torso through armor critical with the second shot. That's
That
what
might
I
have
needed. Yeah. Fuck this shit. This is a terrible noise. All right, well, with her prone, she could fire weapons, but she'd only be firing them forward, and you're no longer in her forward arc.
Yep.
So, given the fact that she's basically sitting on a thermonuclear explosion waiting to happen, given her heat levels, she chooses to surrender, giving you her rank 30 title.
Amazing.
Taking your rank 36.
Yep. Clawing my way up there.
You're gonna have to do this thing when you're getting married to Seabill, where you have to do a boss rush. You have to fight all of the Minkstas, but you're not allowed to repair in between it.
It's okay. Interesting. That
If
would
you
be
fail,
a
you have
lot
to
of fun.
restart the whole game. We go back to episode 1.
I'm just seeing like the Scott Pilgrim, like the 7 evil X's.
Let's talk about repairs for you. You took some internal damage.
I do have some internal. So it's custom but like, I forget what that starts out at. So internal damage starts out at 2, add cut +1 for custom, -1 for mech tech. So 2 wealth.
Let me just go charge James real quick before I forget. You head to your interview with Ernst Dieter Mueller, I think, your post interview,
yeah.
Or if there's anything you want to do on the battlefield before you get there.
I mean, like the friendly stuff with Celeste, it wouldn't leave her hanging necessarily, and whatever sort of publicity type thing she's looking to do at the end of that.
Yeah, don't listen. I know it's a chilly battlefield, but don't worry, her battle mech will definitely keep her warm.
And yeah, that's it. Then head off to the interview.
All right, so Ernst Dieter Mueller has gotten a haircut where his hair is very greased and shiny and is swept like this, like a huge sweep like this.
Okay.
Formal Lyran Alliance blues suit. He stands up from his throne to shake your hand while you sit at the table 1 seat down from him. I'm Ernst Dieter Mueller, and welcome, Mr. William Schmidt. Congratulations on your victory. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you before the match. Welcome, though, welcome. I wanted to ask you, recently there's been a lot of success for Clan Diamond Shock in the music industry. You are yourself something of a renaissance man, moving into numerous industries. Do you believe that you will be competing once again with Clan Diamond Shock in the music industry, or will you be avoiding fighting them there?
You know, I certainly do enjoy the friendly competitiveness that we have in the media arena around these realms. And perhaps you have heard, but I have performed with a band known as Billy and the Schmitz.
So you believe that you can engage the Diamond Sharks in musical combat?
We want to do a battle of the bands. Let's do a battle of the bands. Throw down.
Yeah, okay. That wasn't actually expecting that, but all right. Let me ask another question. Recently, you've been in something of a hyperactive. You've been spotted by the paparazzi everywhere. Skydiving, extreme snowboarding, jumping out of aerospace craft in space in order to do something called cricketing. You've also been engaging in extreme sports on foot, and apparently boxing.
Yeah.
What has brought on this physical excellence?
You ever just get so worked up? You got just all this energy and it's burning inside you and you need to find an outlet.
I feel that way every time I think about how the Federated Suns has been stepping on the neck of the Lyran Alliance for my entire life. Yeah.
You know, whatever drives you, man.
I want to tell you, the in-studio audience is like, yeah, woo, that was a great comment when he said that.
How do you burn that energy?
I prepare for these interviews, of course, and you know, I have my own podcast where I deliver political news, satires, opinions, and also fashion tips on how to achieve the new Lyran Alliance look. As you can see right now, I'm sporting my new look, the blue line. It's inspired by classic business suits of the past. It's an unforgettable, timeless tradition.
You're saying you wouldn't rock a pair of jorts?
No, I'm afraid I would not rock a pair of jorts.
Missing out. He like pulls at the leg of his jorts and he's like, it's nice and stretchy.
He looks ill as you do that, as if physically repulsed. Yes, I am sure these jorts are very, very interesting. I'm afraid that I was raised to dress somewhat more conservatively, traditional.
You know, that's fair. Got to be comfortable in your own skin.
Let's talk about local sports news. Do you follow the Solaris Centurions?
Oh, of course.
This is a American football league, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to ask your thoughts about baseball. Recently, the Solaris City Marines have been in a funk. They've only won one match this season, but from what we can determine, the Federated Suns team in Solaris City has been cheating in their matches, playing with corked bats, balls with gyroscopes. Do you believe that criminal proceedings should be made against Federated Sun citizens for this?
You know, I hadn't heard these allegations previously.
Yeah. I understand that the media is trying to keep it hush-hush, but, you know, I'm here to bring the truth.
Well, hey, you know what? In the legal arena, I'm all about due process.
So you do believe these people should be arrested?
No. I mean, that if there's something to that, then yeah, open investigation, find out, get the details, and then go. So
you're saying you trust the police, that you have faith in the government? Why do you look so confused? We all trust the police and have faith in the government. I assume this would be an automatic
the only
yes.
confusion I have, Ernst, here is simply that Solaris is Solaris. This is the international zone. What, who's got jurisdiction where? Who are we talking about when we say trust in the government and the police as far as some of this stuff goes? Tough to say.
Solaris is a Lyran planet. Lyran issues should be solved by Lyran citizens.
Sure. But there's, plots of land that are not Lyran on this planet. As far as I understand it, I'm not a geopolitical genius, but
maybe we should leave the political commentary to those of us who are schooled and educated then.
I got me an education. Don't worry. We could spar in that realm if you wanted, but I just don't see where it's productive on this topic. It's baseball, it's sports. Their league's going to handle it. The commissioner, they'll figure these things out, right?
So you're saying you trust in the system?
Well, absent any evidence presented otherwise, I'll
so
say
the whole
sure.
time he's just nodding, right? He's got
waiting for that sound
the
bite,
guy
to slice it up.
He doesn't even need to slice it up. You're the freedom guy who stands against the Marix, and then he gets you to go, yes, we should trust the system.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, but even in context, it makes him look like a super genius to the kind of people who are into his brand of political philosophy.
I mean, that's fair. I could see people who buy into his shtick being like, he won that round. But really, all Hillbilly's trying to say is, hey, present some evidence. Otherwise, you got nothing.
Listen, I understand that, but it's about perception. It's also
fair.
about messaging.
That's also fair. Hillbilly is nothing if not good at putting his foot in his mouth.
I feel like Ernst Dieter Mueller is the kind of guy who takes very well to the WhisperNet and has realized its potential uses. Maybe he came across the description of the internet back in the day when, it worked. Before they had to shut it down because the evil AI were going to wipe out humanity.
Oh, is that canonical?
Yes. That's why all of the war machines are piloted by punch cards and humans. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Also, very canonically, AIs can't travel through the hyperspace jumps, the KF jumps, because it literally drives them insane. For some magical reason, it interferes with their programming and knocks them out of rational thought into murder mode.
I vaguely recall that. That sounds familiar.
They figured out that it was a bad idea to put AIs in warships. So, you do it one time, and that's it. You just do it one time, and you're done. Never again.
And there's drones everywhere, and it's terrifying.
Mr. the Hillbilly, we just got reports. The Word of Blake, the religious fanatics who have taken over the Free Worlds League, have apparently launched a devastating attack on the world of Terra and are currently landing troops across the planet. Apparently, hundreds of Comstar personnel defected to Word of Blake, allowing the landings, destroying the Comstar fleet, blockading the planet, taking out the Caspar and Nixon era space defense forces. Can I get a top of the head comment on this particular incident?
Well, I am thoroughly shocked and unprepared.
You're a member of the Free Woods League and have proudly proclaimed your allegiance. How do you feel about the government's involvement in the Word of Blake's cult?
This is heavy.
What do you think about the Word of Blake's attempt to call Thomas Mark, the Captain General, the new Primus of Word of Blake?
Is that what happened? Oh my God. This is a mixing of massive political power here. I gotta say,
thank you so much for your time, Mr. William. You seem dazed and confused. Let's all stand and remember, God bless the Archon and God bless the Lyran Alliance. Thank you all. Good night. Actually, he'd probably say good Nacht. Good Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
Yeah, he's trying to be as German as possible.
That's fair. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, as you're leaving the studio, it becomes like there's so many conflicting news reports about war crimes, massacres, betrayals.
Yeah.
Comstar saying one story, Word of Blake saying another. There's like mercenaries that are involved that either are willingly doing it or maybe they were threatened. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead. Like Terra is literally on
Yeah.
fire.
This is an invasion.
Yeah, it is an invasion, and it's huge. It's one of the largest fleet battles and invasions ever seen. It makes Tukiyid look like a little tiny planet that nothing happened on. It's big.
Yeah, and you know, in Hillbilly's mind, obviously he's just flashing back to his own experience with invasion of his home world, right? So
maybe we see him clutching his hoverboard in his limo on the way home. Remember what happened in the
This
Battletech
isn't
episode
helping
3.
him pull him out of his spiral. This is what this is not doing. Yeah.
It feels like there's like a Hillbilly in the Marek Armed Services for like a 2 years, right? Flashback, the things he did on patrol kind of story that we could have brewing somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to do a couple of Vietnam analogies.
Mm-hmm. Basically forced conscription into... Yeah.
Hey, listen,
it's intense.
if you didn't want to serve, your parents shouldn't have chosen to rebel and then lose.
So true.
That's
so
all
true.
I'm saying.
How dare they?
Yeah. Everyone knows your parents should have made better decisions.
Brutal.
Look, here's the problem. I feel like I make these statements sometimes that are obviously sarcasm or whimsy, and someone's going to take them out of context. And I've made so many over the years.
You can't control that part of it, that's for sure. But no,
I could control saying them. I could just not say them. But then I wouldn't be as funny. Which is, you know, listen, I need all the funny I can get,
hey,
right?
You just put that
barrel.
energy into the interviews and how we answer them, and then, you know, turn it back around.
Oh, Ernst Dieter Mueller. What a guy. Yeah. What a guy. I was like, what kind of person would the players hate interviewing with? And that's the guy I went with.
Yeah, he's a good construct. It's like the perfect sort of kind of stepping around on eggshells type of thing, where you're just hoping you don't say the wrong thing.
So you're saying you
exactly
don't trust the government then, that you're an anarchist.
Exactly.
Look, if you want to get really good at political commentary, you need to just paint as wide a brush as possible, black and white.
Exactly. Yeah, just offend as many people as possible with one statement. It's really the most important part of politics.
Well, I am missing one stage. He hasn't tried to sell anyone supplements yet, so I'll have to work on it.
You know, there's time.
All right. You got any post-battle?
You know, like I said, this news of this invasion really does mess with Hillbilly. So, like, you know, Percy kind of talked him through and was just trying to get him to take a step back and unwind and relax. And this news is sort of pushing him further, right? Like he's drinking. Like this night is like he's hitting the bottle hard, and he's getting, you know, Bobby and Robbie to go out, and I don't know if they're affected. Maybe they are, right? Like, we're partying as much as possible.
I mean, it's some Handmaid's Tale shit. A literal, actual cult has militarized and taken over the heartland of humanity.
It's horrifying.
I feel like we get like a accordion cover of Power Man 5000's This Is What It's Like When Worlds Collide. It's like a sad, slow accordion cover of it. And it's just the three of you being kicked out of bars, get drunk at the next one.
Yep.
You're just pools of misery and sorrow.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I want to hear what that sounds like, by the way, now that I've conceptualized it out.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is sad accordion players. Make me a cover.
Please. Is that a skill for drummer boy that he's
Oh man, he's so busy. Last time I talked to him, I don't think I can get him You know, he did make the official APGamingREAL theme song music.
Yeah.
Haven't used it in years, but he did make it.
That's right. We got the Solaris theme from it.
Oh yeah,
from
the
him,
Sports
as well.
Center drama. That's true. People were sad when I stopped using it, but I didn't want to use 30 seconds every episode.
I get
just
it.
doing that.
I get it. And other than that misery, you know, and commiseration, Percy's graduated, so I don't need to train him this week. So I'll go and hit up the training regimen with Brody. And
Okay.
yeah, that'll be it.
Percival, now that he's graduated to a full gladiator, has his own, you know, room here at the base in case he needs it. And above it, he has placed a placard where most people would put like live, laugh, love. It says, don't kill the part of you that's cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. And every time he goes into the room, he puts a hand on it as he passes through the doorway.
I like it. Commitment.
All right. Any closing thoughts?
I
really wanted to win this one.
Fun as always. Good to be back.
barely even hurt you. It was compared to what could have happened. You got little taps. You did a great job controlling this battle.
Fantastically well for me this time.
You kept me out of your face, which is definitely the way you want to go when you're facing a hunchback too.
It's terrifying. Learned maybe one or two lessons.
I mean, fighting her was the reason you changed to the Ultra AC-10, right? You switched from a 20 to
literally
10 just to get some range.
Had to have some flexibility. I wanted to maintain the damage because it could still do 20 damage in one shot.
I think there's a version of the Hunchback 2 that's like 2 LRM 20s, and maybe I need to swap to that.
Oh, yeah. That would be funny. That's like...
You've taught me that what I really need is range and the sand on the other side of the battlefield. All right.
Yeah.
It's been great having you, Ludeman. I'm glad we got at least one episode this week.
That's right. Glad I could come through.
I think we've got Varen this Saturday, but technically the episode doesn't come out till Sunday. And for some reason, people think Sunday is the beginning of the week, even though I have always believed that Monday is the beginning of the work week. It's Monday, but calendars start with Sunday, which
exactly,
I don't know, it's so bizarre to me. But anyway, so technically, for real people, we will get a second episode this week, but for people who follow calendars, we won't. Fucking calendars. What do they give us?
That's right.
Sexy firemen and
I mean,
Far
is it
Side
even Sunday?
cartoons?
It could be a different day depending on when it comes out, right? Time zones. Have a good one.
That's true. I mean, for James, it'll be Monday. So
that's right.
Yeah. Thank you for that subtle have a good time zone, by the way. It's a good way to end. We'll just stop right here.